Hi everyone, it's Ray here from City Fan TV, and today we've got a special video for you. We have Mia Eriksson all the way from Sweden. How you doing, Mia?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's a
Very
bit
good.
rainy and
I've
mushy
got
with the
to,
weather.
I've got to get the joke out of the way straight away. Are you related to Sven in any way?
No, not in any way.
Okay.
Are you disappointed?
No, I'm not disappointed because obviously Sven was a Manchester City manager, a hero of ours until the last game, I think, when we lost 8-1. But what we're actually here for is a serious matter. We're here to talk about Alex Greenwood and some of the abuse she's taken this week. Just to let you know about Alex, she's now a Manchester City player. She's an England international. She's signed from Lyon, Champions League winner. And it just so happens that a few years ago, she spent some time at Manchester United playing for them. And she's taken some very personal, unwarranted abuse, in my opinion, at the hands of some Man United fans. I just want to say up front, I've never had too much problems, too many issues when I've been to women's games over the last season and a half. There's only been one incident that I can recall. That was unfortunately against Man United at their place. But generally, it's all been very good-natured, and it's very different from men's football. And that's why some of us actually find it enjoyable. My kids prefer to go to women's football than men's football because it's just a more pleasant experience. So I'd like to ask you, Mia, what do you think of the personal attacks against Alex Greenwood?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's horrible, and I can't see why anyone would think that she would deserve it, because it's like no one attacks me when I change my employer, like when I change my job. So I have a hard time just attacking someone like that.
Mia, I think you'll accept that rival fans, there will be a rivalry, especially if you're near neighbours, and there will be some, as we say, banter that will go back and forth. But there is a line, and obviously some of the Man United fans, a small proportion of them, certainly crossed that line this week. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm thinking people have to start to behave like human beings more than, because, like you say, it's fine to disagree with things. That's perfectly fine, I think. But to go and attack a person, that's yeah, I can't understand it, because people need to realize that communication in any sort of way is reflecting on our behavior, and I think that's it's in everything in life. It doesn't matter what issue we're talking about on the internet or online, but I personally think it's very sad that it's a part of the woman's game, to attacking people like that.
Sadly, I think we think it's a wider reflection on society in general, picking on people just because they're different, or they're using someone's gender, or their, in this case, who they play for, to give them personal abuse. It's not attacking her for, or not attacking, or commenting on her beliefs or her opinions or ideas. It's commenting because she used to be a Manchester United player. Sorry, now she's a Manchester City player. I mean, how much of a reflection on society do you think that is?
Yeah, I think it's a huge reflection on the society and how it is. But I think I respect her. She explained it very good. What her ambitions are and who she is as a person. And I don't think we have the right to tell someone that a person's ambitions for themselves isn't right. I respect her for that, both as a person and as a football player, because she wants to achieve things, and that's, yeah, only that is appeals to me when people wants to achieve things, and I have no right to talk that down.
Yeah. And finally, I mean, obviously we've seen it. The worry is that it is creeping into the women's game, into the women's fans, as sadly, I mean, it's good that women's football becomes more mainstream. It's more talked about.
Yeah.
People watch it a lot more. But unfortunately, it feels like you will bring some elements in who, as some of my friends say, bring the male football fan elements and those rivalries into the women's game, where it's never existed. So, do you think, how can we prevent? Is it possible to prevent this kind of behaviour becoming more prevalent in the women's game?
Yeah, I just talked about it with someone the other day, because it's a fine line how we want the women's game to, show. And like you say, when your kids prefer to go to a women's game instead of a men's game because how people behave and act around them, I think, yeah, that's a nice reflection of children to have, because that means they realize some behaves very badly. But the women's game cannot be a family gathering only, because then the development will not increase. If it's only about having a good time, it's not like that. Business are not just about having a good time. So I think it's a bigger question than just football. It's about people in general and how we want to act towards each other and be as a person. I mean, who do I want to be when I support my team, and who can I be proud of? Is it if I act this way or this way?
Yeah.
I think it's a question you have to ask yourself as a supporter.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I want to say a big thank you for coming on today, Mia. Spending a little bit of your Saturday afternoon with us and having a chat about the issues of obviously this personal abuse creeping into the women's game, and hopefully we might see you again later in the season to talk about another issue.
Yeah, I hope it's a better issue.
Yeah, more positive. Well, that's what we want. What we're trying to do, especially with our channel, is promote the women's game. It's we try to be more equal than we have been in the past. We, just to explain, we put in a lot more output on the women's game than we would have done last year. Partly because we've got more people who want to contribute, which is fantastic. Yeah. I've had 3 or 4 people who want to contribute and want to contribute even more and take their first step into working in the media or on YouTube or as journalists or whatever. And it's brilliant. So we want to promote that more and get more kids being comfortable going to women's football or men's football and treating it as football rather than one or the other. So hopefully we'll get you back on. There's plenty of positive things to talk about in the women's game, and hopefully we'll get you on later on in the season.
Yeah, great.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mia. Have a very good afternoon.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.